I used to think surrender meant defeat, that turning over my will, my life, to something I couldn't see or touch meant weakness. But what if it doesn't? What if surrender isn't the end, but the beginning of freedom? For so long, I thought I was the answer, that I just needed to try harder, white knuckle it through the pain, outthink the addiction, but all I did was repeat the same damn cycle. Hurting the people I loved, lying to myself, making decisions from a place of fear and shame. I look back now and I can see it. The root of it wasn't just a substance. It was the voice in my head that said I was broken, unworthy, and alone. I thought I was in control. But I had no discipline, no peace, no real power. So now, I'm choosing something different. I'm choosing to believe that maybe I don't have all the answers, that maybe there's something or someone bigger than my trauma, stronger than my ego, wiser than my old ideas. I don't have to understand it all. I just have to be willing. Willing to speak to God in the morning before the noise starts. Willing to check in before I go to bed and ask, did I love well today? Willing to pause at midday in the chaos and say, I still need you. Because this isn't just about giving up control. It's about gaining peace. And peace, for me, starts with letting go of the illusion that I'm the one holding it all together. I'm not. He is. And today, that's enough.
Quick update of where we are with the project here. So, of course, last year we did the outside. We are ecstatic to be back out here in Montana. Beautiful Paradise Valley. Weather's perfect. We've had a few rough days. As you can see, the snow is still up on the mountains behind me there. But the guys are all doing well. A lot of conversations about staying sober and clean and all that, and doing our program stuff every evening. So everybody's staying on point. Of course, there's not a lot of temptation around here.
What's going on?
My God, I don't know. You guys turn. We already did. This is. I don't know whatever to smell it. And take a little sip. Try it. We all took a little nip of it. And what is it?
Why'd you make me drink that?
What is it, dude?
I don't know.
Tucker, you want a shot?
Don't do it. What the fuck is that?
We have no idea. We just found it on the shelf. We thought it was in the pantry, so it's got to be food related. So
it tastes like apple cider, but
white chip. Okay, it is a little appley. Well,
I got this for you.
Anyway.
Thanks, man.
So,
in most recovery groups, there's a chip system that denotes time in recovery.
white chip.
This is not a part of most of the actual literature. It's just the way groups hold each other accountable and mark how long they've been sober. The infamous
white chip
or white key tag is a way of saying you f***ed up and you gotta restart your time.
I know them fairly well. Reed and Zeb. I actually lived with Reed for about a month. he rightfully kicked me out after a little while. But Dean, he always showed up around every now and then. Kale is new to me. Yeah, they're good people, they're good friends. They care about me.
I think I dug myself a hole. So, I've got to somehow figure out how to get through this wall, but yet it's still pretty thick at the bottom. And I'm still gonna saw this, so it is a nightmare waiting to happen. It's gonna be a little harder than I thought, but you know, the motto is we are rehabbing this. We're gonna take something that's kind of broken and not particularly useful right now and turn it into something that is incredible and very useful. Give me a pickaxe down here. You can come on down and dig this. Also, it's kind of weird, like every 10 feet, it's this silver laid up against, I don't even know what it is. Second position is right there. It's got a lot. There you go. First got the bunker. I was thinking these were so curved that you couldn't run a saw across them, but it's working. And we only go down about 4.5 inches. So if we can go 4.5 inches from the inside, that's what we're doing. On each corner of the door, we're drilling a hole, and then we'll make a line on each side.
Concrete is not actually something I do a lot of, but I've been around a lot of it. I know how it's supposed to go, so I am definitely experienced in it somewhat, but it's not my everyday thing, which is carpentry, building houses, drywall, you know, framing, all that stuff. But it's all basic principles. You know what will work and you know what won't work. I'm definitely not a structural engineer or any kind of concrete expert, but yeah, I'm having fun with the new challenge.
Yeah.
And Dean does, when it does get a little more out of his wheelhouse, he looks to me to help him out. So that's nice.
Black. Where's Kale? Right here. He's trying to find a way where he can work without working. Yeah. So you don't need this tight all the time, right?
No. Somebody gotta hold it out of the way.
I went to get this giant drill, you know? Kind of like a fish holding it up close to the camera. Anyway, when I came back, and those guys had cut in holes already. So this is the first time any light has been inside here in whatever, since 1985, something like that. So it's, 30-something years, is that right? So, 35 years?
Kale, why did you guys break the dome? Yeah, why did why didn't they just cut through with the wet saw? Why did they start breaking it down?
Well, it builds character. Hitting concrete with a sledgehammer, just a character building exercise. And I think there's some part of Dean's brain where he enjoys people struggling and going through things. Brings out some inner child stuff in him. So I think deep down that's why we were using the sledgehammer instead of the saw for so long.
And why isn't there footage of you guys sledgehammering?
All hands on deck, baby.
You got to understand, I was drinking since I was 13 till I was in my mid-20s, and had burned life out totally. And when you took that away and put me into a situation where I've got to look at myself, and I have nowhere to go, I can't numb out anymore, It was 6 months into it, and this guy asked me to go whitewater rafting and help him out. I said, yeah, I could probably do that. I'd never been before. So it allowed me to open up and do an activity and have some kind of activity. I didn't have to totally interact. I could just physically move around and help. And drive up there and take some people, and then I met a few friends. And connectivity is the opposite of addiction. So again, that was the beginning of it. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know it was the God in me sees the God in them, and the connection between that is the solution. But that's the basics of the formula that we use now. You know, like taking that whole new crew out to the bunker every summer, forcing them to be together and work hard and see each other's weaknesses, and that's the foundation. That's the beauty of it. Now we're continuing on with the hole. You guys relax. Feel you chipping away the old pieces of your soul, discarding the unwanted. I'm very excited by that. Give a little bit more detail of where we are right now. We just had a very large load of concrete. We got 8 out of 10 pallets coming in, 42 80-pound bags per pallet. So it's a heck of a lot of weight, and it's concrete mix. We ordered in volume, we get a discount. And instead of ordering concrete trucks, we do it little by little. And it kind of gives everybody a job. They learn a bit of a trade here, and it keeps everybody working together.
There's a light inside you, brother. You just have to find it.
Talking about Jesus Christ, I swear to God, I'm gonna go have a seance.
You know what? Good for you. Don't seance from the fucking Jesus saved your life, brother. Hey.
What came first, Jesus Christ or dinosaurs? I'm asking the cameraman. You gonna answer?
Oh, okay.
Dinosaurs.
Let me tell you something. God's been there since he said I am, and there was.
So like,
let there be light.
So like 2000, just zero? It was just zero. It was just the date was 0. And then it was like,
no, it was like
1.
30 million.
Play Mad City.
BC.
This is Mad City.
No, it's not, dude.
This is the album.
No,
you mean the song?
What?
Steven's working hard. Will you leave him alone?
If I can get right there.
Kale, how have you grown spiritually from back in 2020?
I don't know, it's crazy when you stop shooting up heroin and cocaine, things just happen. You know, it takes pain and uncomfortability to desire change. And I've made decisions that put me in a lot of pain and uncomfortability, and got tired of it. So I started taking suggestions little by little and trying to ask for guidance and direction from others. Spiritual life, I pray on occasion as much as I can to higher power of my understanding, and I try to help others and be of service. And I ask for guidance from the universe to show me signs for that to happen.